song like a song like a song like a song now. So I have doodled some fashions. Fashion, yes. Welcome to the cloud. Fashion, yes. Because my shirt, you can see my beautiful snow cone. I did indeed design this. I designed dresses. I also designed a character wearing the dress. At first I started with myself. My poses, my proportions of a body. That was the most interesting part of the dress experimentation process. Let's go see my rapid face magical designs of my finger. As it doodles. I'm not itchy, but my finger is itching my face. Okay, let's get into it. There's Toku. She's just on that shelf. So what was this dress? Well, I wanted to make myself wearing a Christmas tree. Now, you see how I did start with myself here. I wanted the Christmas tree to be a fancy, because if you remember Toko traffic cone, she has traffic cones on her. So we made it like a road sign stop tree. It has ornaments that are stop signs. And then I also have some Christmas tree shoes. And basically, I'm wearing a tree because I am part tree. I'm one with the fern. The Confucius tree. Confucius, yes. Okay, and then we have I basically got an image of just all the different signs and I put it on there and then I made it like a little snowy thing. And basically the dress was just kind of like a shoulder. The star wraps around the back of your shoulder. I gave it like a cap, and that cap is just basically like a little Christmas tree design in front. And yeah, I mean the hat part that where it pops out, it's a cap. It's a baseball cap, but it's backwards. And then the part where you're supposed to be a sun visor, I kind of gave it a little, it's like the furriness of a Christmas tree with just ornaments plopped on there, and they're connected in there. Yes. And it's almost like a cool dress. It's like a casual dress in a sense. And then I gave myself skin. I was trying to put the legs on me. I don't know what I was exactly doing with these legs, but I don't know, I was trying to resize them. I don't know why the proportions, I guess humanoid proportions don't work with my brain, because my brain wants to make things different. It likes longer and smaller and all that. And yeah, so basically the shoes are also sandals, and the little Christmas trees go on the edge of the sandals, and I don't know, it's kind of like your shoe is sandwiched within two different Christmas trees, and the Christmas trees are plopped in half. Oh, and also on the side of the beautiful baseball cap, we put like a little keychain of a little Christmas tree, and that is basically like a cool factor. And then I gave it a real face. I got rid of me, but I also kept me because technically I am there. I am there still. So that's me, yes. I gave it a nice little background, a purple swirl and some little, she's standing on green because I thought the green made it pop out more in the fact of we're not forgetting that this is a Christmas tree. Yeah. So this is Christmas tree, beautiful fashions. Ooh. I basically started with the neck for this one. The dress is supposed to be a snowball dress. You're supposed to be wearing snowballs, and this also has some snowflakes on the shoulder pads. As for the pose, am I going to include myself in this one? Well, maybe. I'm going to be myself though. So I gave it a snowflake crown, but with snowman crown, yes. And I tried to paste them, copy and paste them so they looked almost the same size, but I gave them different faces. And I wanted them to be just happily there. And then I did get an image of a high heel, and then I wanted it to be the heel, you're stepping inside snow, but then there's the sides of it, you have snowflakes that are concealing your foot inside of this high heel shoe. And then you have a little snowman, which is just coming up the middle of the shoe, so it's a middle strap, which is keeping your shoe very secure to your foot. But inside the back of the heel, you get some extra support so you don't walking on a tiddly top stiletto shoe. You have balance because you have this big mound of snow that can balance on. Yeah, and it's attached to the shoe. Basically for the dress, I tried to keep it proportional, and the snowballs would make a big old bottom flaily part, and then the middle waist also has snowballs, and then the shoulders are just kind of swirls. They are swirls of fabric. I imagine it to be like really shiny, like shiny details and silvery sparkles. Basically that is why I made the dress itself a silvery shimmery, and then I gave it some like mini snowflakey balls. Basically I had the dress done, and then I got rid of that like middle section that I brought up to the neck. It was like a neck thing, I don't know, but I got rid of it and I erased it because I wanted it to be more of an open, so the snowballs are the more important part of the dress. And then also, like, for the shoes, I give it that ankle strap made of snowballs because I wanted them to be there. And okay, so here I'm pasting it on myself. And basically, I made myself into a snow woman princess. Yes, snow woman queen. Okay, I gave myself a scepter and I made myself into like a snowy blizzard. So we have the regular dress. This is the one before I got rid of that neck part. There's the neck part removed. Ooh. So yes, it is a beautiful, I made it like a purple and then like a silvery sparkle. And then we move on to me. So that is me. Yes, I included myself inside of this one, and I am holding my beautiful silvery scepter, and I'm gorgeous. So very gorgeous, just there. Okay, oh, so that is the snowman world. Snow is fashion now. You wear it. You don't just, when you throw it, you throw the snowball on the person, and then it explodes their fashion. They get a whole brand new outfit. Oh. Now for this one, I did indeed start with myself as for the pose, because I wanted to make like the arms up as if she's like, oh, I'm so beautiful and fancy, oh. But no, she's not just beautiful and fancy, because she has her beautiful,
basically I made like a square design, and then on that square I just put a bunch of like scribbly thingies, maybe like geometric shapes, and that's how I made a background. And first of all it was black, but then I made it white because I wanted to pop out against a gingerbread background. Yes, and then she has a nice little gumdrops in the middle, just like a nice little line. I was considering making it like a crack thing, like almost as if someone like brought a hammer to the dress and cracked it, like a cookie, break it and smash it into pieces. But that's kind of what those little cracks are, but it also is like the design of just gingerbread, like with little frostings. So, but the hat, I give it a beanie because I wanted to look cool, not just super duper fancy, but cool. And then there's like a little gingerbread man peeking out from the hat, like, And then on the hat, there's just like almost like an Easter egg. That's kind of what I imagined, and the repeated pattern, but well, colors. But yes, and then underneath it's like a little. He's like, the snowman is in the snow. He's in the snow right there. And then the dress, the skirt bottom is clouds. It's a big old cloud and it's colorful with Easter eggy colors on there. Oh, yes. And then like there's no pants. I didn't give her pants. I don't know. I didn't give her pants, but I gave her shoes, and the shoes are gingerbread houses. And it's like the gingerbread house is up to your ankle. I'm bringing out my foot. It's a sock. But like if you have your foot and there's a big old gingerbread gingerbread house just squashed all over your ankle, and it's like you don't have limited ankle movement, no, because it's a big old boot. The boot is just there. Yeah. And then you have this big old platform that's like right underneath it, but it's like a swirl up. Yeah, then you have basically like a scenery right in front of your shoes, so you can look down at your feet and be like, creatures can live there. I could have an ant town of gingerbread men. Yeah, so, and then also I give it a face. I like those eyes, and I give her like cloud cheeks to match her skirt part. They're rainbows. I'm looking at my neck. Okay, and then we have like her eyeballs, and I give her eyelashes, but she's like this. And yeah. She's a pretty girl. Okay, that's my gingerbread style. Yeah, she's a nice little character. She's a happy girl, just a smiling. She's also curious. She stepped into gingerbread houses when she was baking. she clambered onto the table and she was trying to get something out from a cabinet on the top shelf, and then she just stepped in her creations and she decided to keep them as shoes. Oh. Little Miss Fox Girl. So I wanted to make a animal themed character. Basically, she has foxes that are just wrapping all over her. So she has like a fox hat. I imagine it like a top hat, but it has a fox face and then the tail's like bushing out from the back. But then her feet, she has like 2 shoes, kind of boots, but there's like foxes. They're not like, I was kind of like, how is a fox gonna go on there? But the only way I was thinking was like, obviously it could have its tail wrapping around, then the body of the shoe would be the fox's face, but I was like, no, I'm gonna make it, the fox is just wrapping its arms around your ankle, and then it's just like a little, I don't know, kitten koala around a tree branch, and your ankle is the tree branch, your leg is the tree branch. Okay, but yeah, and then its tail kind of like goes underneath around the shoe, and it's a pretty shoe. Yeah, basically the part, it's like the body part, I was trying to make it like a swirl, very swishy, like the tail of the fox, but then like fuzzy, little fuzzies all around, and those fuzzies would be like 3D popping out of the shirt, and they'd be really fuzzy. Yeah, and then they'd be like sparkling. I kind of imagine different like oranges and yellows on there, just so that the shirt itself could have contrasting colors. And then the hair, I gave her hair little tufts of fur within the hair. They could be like, I don't know, pinned like berets, like what are they called? Beanches? Little clips, hair clips, yeah. They just like, they go clip in your hair, and then they have like those, but it could be that. But then they're also like fuzzy, so that you have extra fuzz on your hair. Yeah, and then basically like her skirt part is just like a big old fluff. It's a big old fluff, almost like the fox's tail, but it's more of just a puff. And it's very fluffy with like that fishnetty pattern, but it's like so tiny fishnetty that it's just like really shimmery. It's like shimmery, sequency. I don't know, there's like that plaid fabric, but it's so tiny in the plaid that you can hardly even see the plaid. And it's just like super sparkly. And then basically, she has her face. What did I want to do over the face? I made her face very round, and I gave her a little paw for the ear. Her little ear has a paw, and yeah, yeah. But then she has her like her eyeballs there, and I gave her like a little, I don't know, a detail there, because I wanted her to look sneaky. Yeah. So that is basically the fox girl design. She's a fancy one. La la la.
Lastly, just a little dress that I wanted to make, and it's almost like a gown, but then it has like this heart top that I kind of imagine like raining. And why is it raining? Well, because the middle part is a city of Bimbledot, and so Bimbledot City, there is the 3 friends, the Daio, the Sage, and the Toku, just sitting and having a cup of hot chocolate. It is stop sign hot chocolate. It is a stop sign mug. The lid, it's covering up so that your hot chocolate stays nice and warm on the inside, but it is like a covering the stop sign, and then you have your beautiful mug. Yes, and every mug I themed them against the characters. Basically, they're sitting with like this background of just the Bimbledot City behind them, and then they have like a sleigh going up into the distance, and the sleigh is traffic cone themed, and it's being pulled by a bunch of traffic cones, because these are magical traffic cones that can maneuver with magic. Yes, they move things. They are almost alive in a sense, but they have almost inanimate brains. Yes, okay. But basically I wanted to make some sort of Christmassy dress with my beautiful characters of Bimble.World Craftamundos. Yes. So it's like a nighttime sky, and basically it's just a snow globe. But it's a snow globe dress. So this is like an object that is Christmassy, but people don't think of, they don't want to put on a dress because they're like, it's a 3D thing. How do we put it on a dress? Well, the dress is the snow globe. You are the snow globe, because I mean, imagine this, the dress fans out around you, so technically you are a snow globe with that dress. It is a big old globe around you. You have a globe on you when you're wearing a big poofy gown. So yeah, they're in a snow globe, and it is just like a nice little winter wonderland. And so instead of Bimboda, it is a very tropical place, and it never snows, so that's why it's raining, and that's why there's like raindrops on the very top part. I gave them like little different colors, and then I tried to like keep the yellow. Why yellow? Well, I mean, I saw the moon, and I was like, the moon's yellow, so this top part can also be a moon-ish yellow sunshine as well. Yes, but it is nighttime. And on the bottom there were like I tried to give it more snow globes, not snow globes, snowballs, in the sense this is not another snowball dress, it's a snow globe dress, but I guess they could be mini snow globes just without their base part. But they are also shiny. They have their multicolored madness. Waha. And I did include the base of the snow globe. And I did, for this dress design, so there's no sleeves, but I also tried to keep it in the sense of putting all the different designs I've done of Bimbo.City in here. So like I gave it the face firm waterfall house. It's the where the face firm is, that is the construction company of Bimble.City, and then like the beach, the city around, some park benches, and basically also like a little mini construction site. Basically all these like little sections that I've been doing of the Bimble.City, and it's just making the entire place. It's every single part of the place, and I don't know, like I remembered even doing that little parking lot, and I was like, yeah, let's add a parking lot here. So basically I went around to the little I tried to make it fancy with shadows and some added details. I did also give like those like cheetah spots around the bottom. Those cheetah spots are fancy. I like them. They kind of made it look like it's like a shadow in the back, like as if it was like a stone backdrop, and then the snow globe is placed in front of these stones. Yes. And then I colored in all my characters, and I gave them each their own specialized hot chocolate. So as you can see, each mug is a very different. So yes, voila, a wonder globe. It is a wonderland, a magical. Spack it. Traffic cone rules, Craftamundo. Oh yeah, story. Bam.
Fashion. Toku has fashion. And these are my dresses, the fanciness, gingerbread style. A fancy dancy costume with all these little lines and sparkles. Feel like you're living a world when you're inside of each. Beautiful. She has her beautiful stylings over there. Yes, okay, but yes, this is me. See you in the clouds, Kaomi out. Watch out.